tomatoes, and you can't even begin to imagine how bad these smell. If you've ever smelled rotten tomatoes, yeah, that's what these smell like. My entire room stinks from this. So putrid, rotten tomatoes, and they poured grease all over the tomatoes and the garbanzo beans, which are hard as a rock, by the way. Who eats mouths full of garbanzo beans? They're a condiment. They're something that you sprinkle in a salad. You don't put a clump of them on a plate. What is wrong with this kitchen that thinks that this is acceptable? So mouthful of rock hard, dried out garbanzo beans that are discolored. And so they have covered them with grease. And what is this? Oh, it's your usual lump of, a thick lump of this in the middle of the bread. So, hey, have a good time eating that, you know? Go ahead and have your mouthful of ordinary bread. Yum. Let's take mouthful of bread. And then in the middle, you get this thick clump of yum. So this is probably lunch meat that was going to get thrown away. And instead they ground it up and stuck huge lumps of it on bread. Yum. Doesn't that look yummy? Boy. So I've had nothing to eat all day. And this is dinner. Stinking, rotten, putrid tomatoes. Hard garbanzo beans. And lumps of ground up lunch meat that they've ground up instead of throwing it away, and it stinks. And this will be, surprisingly, it's not putrid, but it'll be hard as a rock. Everything here is either hard or putrid. There's nothing at its correct stage of anything. And here we go. Here's broccoli that they've been serving for days. And this probably came off of a patient's plate. It got returned to the kitchen. It didn't get eaten. So they stuck big clumps of it. They took it off of a used plate. And here's another one. That's not how you put broccoli in broccoli soup. That was taken off of people's plates that was served to them already. And they're trying to disguise how old it is by sticking it in this soup that is usual, is full of grease. Delish. And then, of course, if I put on my call lights, the CNA won't come. And if I go to the kitchen and ask for 2 sandwiches freshly made, 35 minutes later, they'll give me 2 sandwiches that they took out of the freezer and put more mayonnaise on and then stuck in the microwave to try to hide that they gave me old sandwiches. But first they'll give me, you know, like 3 or 4 other sandwiches that I'll reject, like they did yesterday. So, yet another night of utter disgusting garbage for dinner.